chapter 6. And the title that we have here says, What's the point? Alright? What's the point? And after we read through this, we're going to go into the actual cards to get the summary of what Spirit is saying. Alright? Okay. Ecclesiastic chapter 6. This page has the tab, and we're going to read this. It says, I look long and hard at what goes on around here, and let me tell you, things are bad, and people feel it. There are people, for instance, on whom I'm going to utilize God, but no, I'm going to utilize the Most High anywhere I see God, okay? Whom the Most High showers everything: money, property, reputation, and they even wanted or dreamed, wait, all they ever wanted or dreamed of. And then the Most High doesn't let them enjoy it. Some stranger comes along and has all the fun. It's more of what I'm calling smoke, a bad business. Say a couple have scores of children and live a long life, but never enjoy themselves. Even though they end up with a big funeral, I'll say that a stillborn baby gets a better deal. To all praises. And it's true though. I'm a witness to that. It gets its start in the mist and ends up in the dark. Unnamed. It sees nothing and knows nothing, but is better off by far than anyone living. Well, my baby had a name, so I denounced that unnamed because she had a name. All right, and the Most High got her. Thank you, Father. Even if someone lived 1,000 years, make it 2,000, but didn't enjoy anything, what's the point? Doesn't everyone end up in the same place? Yes, we really do. That's why I don't understand why this country is making things so hard when it don't have to be. And along with people's trying to make life so difficult when it don't have to be. And then on top of that, they try to do it to others. The word say, "Do unto others as you do unto yourself." We work to feed our appetite. Meanwhile, our souls go hungry because nobody don't have no relationship with their soul. The world wasn't built for nobody to have a relationship with your soul, and that's why people have to really see through the illusions of the system. So, what advantage has a sage over a fool, or over some poor wretch who barely gets by? Just grab whatever you can while you can. Don't assume something better might turn up by and by. Ain't that what the church tell you though, don't it? Okay. All it amounts to anyway is smoke and spitting into the wind. That right there. That's a noun word right there. That's a word for That's a noun word. All right. I should have read the thing first, but you can always go back and listen if you want to, or read it. But if you read it to yourself, this is what Spirit wants you to think on. It says, think. In what way do you relate to this point of view? I was kind of throwing mine out there as I was going along. Maybe you feel, well, that's disillusion. Disillusion with the promises of happiness made by each. You see the word? Because see, when you read that Bible said we're supposed to be living a hell of a better life. But that Bible ain't speaking. That Bible ain't producing. Why? Probably because they got that government system in the midst of the words when it shouldn't have been. And then on top of that, the system knows it's out of order because the people have the authority, not the government over the people. Maybe you felt so much pain. You wish you'd never been born. Maybe you've been showered with good stuff that leaves you secure and comfortable, and you're left unsettled by the reality check in this passage. Look deep inside yourself and find out what's been stirring up there. What one image in this passage best uh, incapacitates your thoughts? All right. And then we have here pray and then live. I'm going to read the live. It says, were you able to connect with Christ in this time? If so, what was it like for you to relate to him? How would you describe the way Christ was toward you during this time? If you weren't able to connect with him, what was that like for you? What would you have wanted from this time? Share your thoughts and feelings with Christ. Okay. All right. What's the point? That's what we talked about. Again, they come from Ecclesiastes chapter 6, verses 1 through 9. All right. So we're going to utilize the what's the T because I think this is a perfect deck to use to go along with some additional clarity with this particular passage we just read, okay? I think this is a good deck to go along with this. All right. So, Spirit, we just talked about what's the point. What more can you share with us in relating to the text we just read? What's the point? Some say take that one. Let's see about this one. Let's do one shuffle. Let's see what we got two cards so far. We only got 2, 3, 4. What's the point? fifth one, fishing for comments. Final one, creeping. As the book said, the passage said, what's the point? Okay. So we have Queen Rise. Okay. So from Queen Rise, we're gonna go to Grudge Holder. From Grudge Holder, no. From Grudge Holder, we're gonna go to Photo Proof, fishing for comments, creeping, and then we have Carly's last. All right. What's the point? Is what we're talking about. What's the point? Ecclesiastic chapter 6, verses 1 through 6 through 9. Verses 1 through 9. All right. Let's talk about, we're going to start with the Carlist first. Let's start with the Carlist. We got here a two of swords. All right. We got a two of swords coming out here. So that talks about somebody could have been indecisive about something. Somebody got a choice or a decision. We could talk about your choices, your decisions. All right. But at the same time, the card did come out in the reverse, which means that I'm making sure now everything is in the upright. But I'm going to leave it in the reverse because some of these are in the reverse, some of these are not in the reverse. So with that one coming in the reverse, maybe somebody is cardless. But it's not stopping nothing though. From what? With this two of swords coming in the reverse. But we're gonna look at it a little deeper. We're gonna look at it a little deeper. Okay. All right. So now everything is in the upright. So I won't have to question. I won't have to question anything now and kind of maneuver on. But let's look at this. Let's look at this two of swords. It actually came in the reverse. So let's see what else can go with this two of swords here. Okay, real quick. Two of swords. Yeah, bear with me. I'm working. I don't have much light, but I'm trying to get through this. Okay, so just bear with me. All right, two of swords in the reverse talks about no right choice, confusion, fear, worry, indecision, information, overload, release, and delays. All right. So that's what the two of swords talking about. Maybe that's why somebody wants somebody to be carless. But again, I don't feel like it's really bothering somebody. All right. But give me a clarifier one more on the carless to confirm what's the situation. choices, opportunities. All right. So, um, make log in. Maybe that's what somebody wants. Okay. Thinking that just by somebody not having a car was gonna make something difficult because we already see we got a grudge holder out here. So that tells me, okay, along with the photo proof, the fishing for comments, the creeping, people already working against you. Still, what's the point? Okay, creeping. Let's look at this creeping. We got the food card coming out there. So they can talk about risk, innocent, taking a leap of faith, along with the emperor. Look at that daggone mask. Could be. Could could be starting something new. Okay. Or whatever. Okay. But we got creeping. Watching. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I ain't got no privacy. Ooh, okay. Fishing for comments. Tell me more about the fishing for comments. There go Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups could be fishing for comments. So you already see now, what did I say, coming against you? We already see a grudge holder. We ain't got that yet, right? We got the Emperor over here potentially creeping. We got a Queen of Cups over here, what? Fishing for comments. Tag team, back again. Check in and reckon. Let's begin. Come on, party people. Cause the tag team is already coming out here. They showing up in the message. Alright. Tell me. Okay. Spirit say get a clarify. Even a fish, even a Queen of Cups is fishing for comments. Or somebody fishing for comments about a Queen of Cups. Let's see which way that go. And then we also gonna uh, confirm which way the creeping is going. Okay. So they can make everybody satisfied. Alright. So first, which way is this creeping going? We got the fool. We got the emperor. So which way this going? It went from a king of swords. So that talk about somebody with some mental clarity. Alright. Now, with the way this here coming out, either somebody creeping and watching this emperor, or this emperor could be doing something. But these two different energies. All right. Because I can't see nobody doing no creeping if they already got mental clarity. Right. So, for this King of Swords to come out here, it tells me somebody got some mental clarity about something, but yet and still, we got the Emperor coming out with the fool. Okay. Now, which way this Queen of Cups going? Because we got the Queen of Cups here with the fishing for comments. There go the Two of Wands. So somebody really trying to see what this person, they fishing for comments, I guess, trying to see what the person planning, what they doing. Okay. They kind of trying to see who following this person. They trying to look into like the success. So somebody could be looking into this person. That's what the fishing for comments. I don't feel it's the Queen of Cups doing it, but somebody doing it towards the Queen of Cups fishing for comments because they want to check in on plan, preparations, what directions they taking. They more so looking into that type of stuff. They trying to see who's communicating with that Two of Cups. They mainly trying to see who you in partnership with, who you communicate with. Photo, photo proof, getting evidence. There go a King of Pentacles coming. I mean a Knight of Pentacles. So somebody been doing something on the routine for that. There go 3 people doing some type of work already. They doing this on a routine, getting proof, evidence about something. Could be old news, but still, if we're reading from the passage that say what? What's the point? Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. 4 cups. They 4 cups. 4 cups. They getting bored of it. They tired of doing it too. They getting bored of it. Grudge holder. What's going on with the grudge holder? There go Page of Wands. Okay, cause they don't like your messages. They don't like your message. They don't like you being free spirit. They don't like that fact that they lies and stuff ain't sticking. Okay. And so on and so on in a negative form. Okay. Tell me one more on this Page of Wands. So you got 5 people out here on the table working against somebody. Still. There go the Knight of Swords. Look at that. Told you they tired of it. There go confirmation. Knight of Swords. They got a little knight sitting up here. Been trying to be the grudge holder, I guess. I don't know. Somebody with some mental clarity. Or somebody high in that energy. But they got mental clarity. They know the truth. But somebody want to give a false narrative. What's the point? Final one. Queen Rise. We got here 10 of Swords. Alright. So somebody could, okay, it say here, somebody ain't stepping into their power, they ain't praised, they ain't coming up in the spotlight the way they want to, or they, as long as they thought they wanted to. That's really what I more so see with that Queen of Swords. I take that as confirmation. Fight on the 10 of Swords. I'm gonna take this. There go a 5 of Swords. Because somebody was trying to win at all costs. They were being deceptive. Okay. Now it's chaos, confusion, upheavals, arguments. Why, Susan? Because they might be asking themselves this one question. What's that, Susan? What's the point?